Go ahead, bro.
Every head of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly,
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, man. Hey, because everybody gonna turn against this devil, man. Everybody gonna turn against this devil, man. Because the Most High's gonna make it so, man.
he gonna get a taste of his own medicine.
Exactly, man. And this already happening, man. You got the Iranians, you got the Russians, the Chinese, Hamite nations, all against the so-called white man. Because when these other nations, when they say Americans, like if an Arab says Americans, they're not counting you Negroes in there, man, or you Hispanics. They're only talking about the so-called white man, man, and the so-called white woman. You so-called Negroes don't count as Americans to these other nations, man. They'll say the blacks or the Indians.
And like with the Vietnam War, man. You know,
Yeah,
the groups were saying that this ain't your fight, man. This ain't your war.
Yeah, man. But you dumbass Negroes wanted to be part of that war, fighting for this white man. And them gooks was telling you this ain't your war, man. Our war is not with you.
And Ahmadinejad, however you say that dude name, he brought out that the history that the white man was doing, man, has done.
Yeah, exactly, man. At the UN conference, man. And what do you so-called white people do, man? You damn devils. You just started walking away, man. You started walking out the damn building because you were getting cut, man.
Hey, the wicked flee, man.
Yeah, man. When the truth comes out, the white man cannot stand still, man. He don't know what to do with himself. Because he a hypocrite, man. He a damn liar. Hey, you got this, we were watching this, on that memory. You had this, Sudanese, man. I think he was some type of leader, man. But he was talking about America got a problem to its west and to its south. To its south, they got a problem of the blacks. And to the west, it got a problem of the Indians, man. And that they're starting their own organizations and asking for payback for their ancestors, man. Who is that, man? Who is that talking about, man? Who are the only ones demanding payback, man, against the so-called Europeans, man? Hey, but that's just an example that when these other nations think Americans, they don't think black people, man. They don't think Hispanics. They only think white people.
And because it's Esau that's oppressing everybody.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
I got a Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked, he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone.
Mm-hmm. And that's the nuclear missiles, man. Hey, because nuclear missiles are going to shower you so-called white people in America, man. That's right. You so-called white people in America, you going to pay, man. Ain't none of you innocent, man. You all gonna be right here in America, man, when the missiles are on their way, man. And right before that, the Most High is gonna put it in the spirit of Jake to destroy your ass, man. So you white people, man, you're in for it, man. You're in big trouble, man. You so-called white people are in big trouble, man. Go ahead, bro.
Upon the wicked, he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest.
Yeah, man.
This shall be the portion of their cup.
Yeah, this gonna be the portion of their cup, man. And that's only the beginning of it for you devils, man. That's only the beginning of your hell, man. Because when you come right back from the spirit world, you're gonna be in chains and shackles, man. As a little red-ass baby, you're gonna have chains and shackles on you, man. Because you white people can't be without chains on, man. Because you going to be looking like Man vs. Wild, man. Eating all type of damn larvae and shit, man. Go ahead, bro.
You got a precept, bro?
You so-called white people are in for it, man. You gonna catch holy hell, man. And you're not in big trouble with us, man, because it's not us, man. The Most High directly has a problem with you, man. Hey, can you give me you got a precept?
Yeah, what you want? You get what you got. Is that 34.5? You want to get it, bro?
Well, you can store that. I'll get it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You can get what you want. You can start at 1.
Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. And he hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
That's right, man. Hey, because the American army, you're going to lose, man. You're going to lose when you enter this World War III. You're going to be losing terribly, man.
Yeah, it ain't going to be like when you took out Afghanistan and Iraq. It ain't going to be that easy, man.
Hell no. And it ain't going to be like when you went into Korea. It ain't going to be like when you went into Vietnam. It ain't going to be like when you went into World War II. You're going to lose this war terribly, man.
And then go right into slavery, man.
Hey, your army's going to lose against the armies of the other nations. And then you got to face the Lord, man. Because the Most High is going to destroy America's army, man.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you got to worry about the Lord and his army, man.
That's right, man. And you ain't no match, man.
Hey, you know where it is, bro? Yep.
You got 3 seconds?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. But I'm gonna read that first. I think it's
Yeah. Or you can just get the point.
I think it's 2.
Hey, because the Most High is going to zap. The Most High is coming with chariots, man. What the world calls a UFO, man. What the so-called white man calls a UFO, that's who you call God. He's coming back in one of those, man. He's coming back in thousands. He's bringing his angels, man. And who you call Jesus Christ is going to be in the biggest ship, man.
What you know as a mothership.
Yeah, a mothership. And he going to come with them so-called UFOs, which are called chariots, all right? And he going to destroy your armies, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
2nd Ezra 13. I'll start at 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt.
Yeah, that's talking about a so-called UFO, man. You read again?
Now behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were under him.
And all the things trembled that were under the ship, man. Hey, because so-called white man show you little examples, you know what I'm saying? Which is the best of an idea that we could get right now of, like District 9. the way that the sound that the ship made, and it was so loud that it created like a little earthquake. It had glass breaking on buildings. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth,
Hey, because the so-called white man gets these movies from the Bible, man. All them, like, Independence Day, District 9, Battle LA, all that is from the Bible, man. And we're, like Battle LA, we're reading a scene off that, man. Or Skyline. Or Independence Day, man. The so-called white man got it from the scriptures, man.
War of the world.
War of the Worlds.
War of the world.
Exactly, a perfect example, man. Go ahead, bro.
and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice.
Hey, cause under the ship, you know what I'm saying, where the beam comes out, wherever the beam hit, it burnt whatever it touched, man. Those are laser beams, man. So you picture a UFO in the sky shooting laser beams to the floor, man. And wherever the laser beams hit, that shit burnt up, man, and incinerated. Go ahead, bro.
Like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man, that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
They're still talking about the ships, man. The so-called UFOs, man. Called chariots in the Bible, man. Go ahead, bro. Hey, it's described as a mountain, man. Because these ships ain't going to be small, man. They're going to be huge. They're going to be enormous, man. Go ahead, you get it.
Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
And he cometh with clouds, man. Not actual damn clouds like that. That's talking about the chariots, man. Go ahead.
And every eye shall see him.
Hey, the Lord who you call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai, is coming in a chariot, man. Every eye gonna see him in that chariot, man.
And they also which pierced him.
That's right, man.
And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen.
That's right, man.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, I could not.
Hey, so the ship was so big, man, that Esdras couldn't see where it begun, man, and where it ended, man. He couldn't see the edges of it, man. That's how massive the ship was, man. Go ahead, bro.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Talking about Esau, man, and his dumbass army. Hey, they were afraid, but the Most High is going to harden their hearts to still want to fight against the Lord, man. Their armies, man. Can you read that again?
After this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Yeah.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire.
Yeah, man. That's a laser beam, man. And so, dumbass so-called Esau, dumbass Esau and his army, coming with violence, you know what I'm saying, trying to fight the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord, through that massive ship, man, that Esdras was described, you know what I'm saying, sent out fire, man. A laser beam, man. Go ahead.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath,
Yeah.
and out of his